My name is April, and I am a proud alumni of Selah House. Before coming here to Selah, mentally and emotionally, I was not doing so great. I was certainly in survival mode before coming here. It was taking all I had just to get through a day. I have 2 young kids, and being there as a mom was important, and I think I did as best as I could, but I was just completely and totally drained. Yeah, I struggled with my eating disorder since I was 18 years old. I'm 37. Medically wise, a couple of years ago, I had to seek treatment somewhere else for stability, and it was exactly what I needed in that moment to get me, into a better place medically and an understanding of what was happening to me and what an eating disorder even was. I had no idea that the behaviors that I was doing qualified as an eating disorder. I was just thought that it was normal. And after that time frame, I left my treatment facility literally the day that Cincinnati shut down for COVID. So I was in a great place at that moment, but life was instantly even harder after that. I did okay. I did enough for about a year and a half. Holidays, as they are for even people without struggles of addiction, are very hard. And for some reason, these past holidays, struggling with grief and just being tired of really fighting hard for a long time. So throughout those holidays, I tried, I did the best I could. And I was slowly kind of not exactly where I needed to be. And my outpatient team was like, I think you might need to go to treatment again. Getting here was really hard. Staying here was even harder. I'm not gonna say I fought it for about 2 or 3 weeks, because I wasn't intentionally fighting it. But getting here was really hard, and is by far to this day the scariest thing and hardest thing I've ever had to do. I came on a Tuesday and it was a Friday, and I'm just sitting there all morning long on Friday, like, I can't be here. I can't say this, the weekend's coming. I'm going home, I'm going home, I'm going home. So I found, one of the RCs, and I'm like, I think I'm ready to go home. Can you let the nurse know? All of a sudden, Marcy comes in, and I'm like, well, that's not the nurse. She was like, let's go talk, sister. I just remember being really frustrated. I'm like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about staying. I don't want to talk about why I want to go home. I just want to go home. Just let me go home. Please just let me go home. And sometime between that and I don't know when, I found myself just sobbing in her arms. I was just able to express to her how tired I was, how exhausted I was, and I just genuinely felt like I couldn't go on. I can't do this. And she just held me, and she held me, and she held me some more, and I just felt safe. For the first time in my life, I just felt safe to be where I was, to be who I was, to be able to say who I was. It was such a pivotal moment for being here, because had that not happened, I probably would have went home. The first thing that I think Selah has taught me today is that in the midst of all of this, if you can't find your why, then fighting the eating disorder is probably not going to work. We need to find our whys, because that's our motivation, and that it's okay that it changes daily, sometimes by the second. Sometimes my why is my kids. Sometimes my why is because I just need to prove to myself that I can do something right. To be an alumni here at Selah is just something that I'm so incredibly proud of. It means more than you could even imagine. Just for me personally, it is an accomplishment that I never thought that I would be able to make and have. And Selah was life-changing and life-saving for me. Once you decide to trust the process, regardless of how hard that is, and realize that the folks here, they don't want anything but the best for you. If you can just trust this process and have faith in it, then you're going to be amazed at what you can do and what you can accomplish.